Started. So welcome to our 12th session. It's been a while. Well, like a month? Been 4 weeks? Maybe? I don't know.
Roughly.
Yeah. Long time. But yeah, so today is part 2 of your guys' contract with Hideo to take out the various ex-WorldSat employees who had something to do with the attacks on the apartment. And you guys managed to take out Rick Mosley up in the Network News 54 tower. But as you were also trying to take out Frank Holt, who was there for lunch with Rick, a bounty hunter solo named Velos shot with his sniper rifle and killed Frank, and jumped through into the building and just started shooting everyone, and the whole building was evacuated. You guys managed to escape, but Silverfoot, you did get into a bit of a tussle with old Velos and got a bit of a concussion.
Just a tad, just a little bit.
Yeah, so it's about 3 p.m. now as you guys have kind of gotten back into your car and into Dee's car and driving away along the highway out of the corporate center. It's about 3 p.m. and you've just not long been given a concussion, Pedro, so I'm going to give you a -2 to all your actions for now, for the next couple of hours, especially if you get into combat. You'll have a -2 throughout all of that combat. But after about 2 hours, the concussion will start to wear off, and you'll be able to shoot straight again.
All right.
But yeah, so you guys are driving along. You just saw Velos's AV fly over you. And you can see all of these police vehicles, NCPD cars, freaking driving all the way back into the corporate center past you guys. You managed to slip out undetected, getting away with killing Rick. And maybe you also get away with taking credit for killing Frank. Who knows? But yeah, D, you're driving, so where are you taking everyone?
Bring up the city map. 1 sec.
Keep one eye on the road.
Yeah. So I was coming up along the upper marina.
Yeah.
Sort of on the highway, and I was heading onto that bridge up onto the Watson development. So
I see.
We were going over the bridge, I think you said, as Velos flew overhead.
Yeah.
So we will be coming into the Watson development. will be the plan. Now, I know the area reasonably well,
Really?
just from doing. I've done several contracts doing deliveries and things through there, so I don't know it like the back of my hand or anything, but I know all the streets and I know sort of the way around, more or less,
Okay.
just from doing.
Are you guys going anywhere in particular right now, or just trying to escape the fallout of what happened at the tower?
Well, we were trying to escape at the beginning.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, there was another mark, I believe, in the Watson development.
Just to quickly go back over it for you guys. You've got 2 guys left. You've got Jose Gonzalez and Yuriko Tanaka. You still need to deal with.
Yeah, and I mean, I believe Miss Tanaka has a house in the Watson development where she, more or less, she doesn't do much on the weekends, I believe. Mostly just staying at home with her kids and or kid, and just like, bit of a family homebody over the weekends, and ruthless businesswoman on the weekdays.
Yeah, that's right.
So, I mean, we don't really have much more information on her, but we obviously need to find her. So maybe that's what we can start with, is trying to track her down.
So you guys do have the the address of where she lives, and that is near the trauma team tower in Watson development, just a little bit south of there. She lives near a lot of the construction that is going on. They're building these huge mega buildings to house all the homeless people, and she lives in an apartment around there.
Okay. And if I've been in Watson development like a few dozen times for work and whatever, I'd know where that is.
Yeah, you probably have a rough idea. I want you to roll. Actually, let's get you to roll a streetwise with a +2.
Okay. Never rolled that before. How exciting. You know where that is? A second while I find out where the hell that is. Okay. You guys see my post in combat interface? Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Was a bit delayed, was it?
Yeah, it took like 15 seconds to post. It was just like grayed
good.
out, and now the combat interface thing isn't respond. Should I do it again?
No, it's fine. It looks like it worked.
Yeah.
I didn't get a roll, did I?
Yeah, it says 14.
Alright, I might. Oh no, there it is.
Yeah.
Is
It's
it gonna
probably-
mess things up if I just restart my Discord?
Yeah, I'll have to start the recording again. It's fine. It'll be the bot. It won't be on your end.
No, I didn't see the 14 for about 10 seconds after you guys said it.
Oh, okay. Let's when you roll again, we'll check it.
Okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
14.
14. Yeah. So yeah, you have been in this area a few times, but it's been a while. You kind of, as you were saying in your bi-weeklies the other week, you've been sort of doing jobs on and off, going out to Badlands, things like that. You haven't really been up in the north area in a while, so you aren't taking the team probably the most direct route. So you're going to get there a little later than expected, perhaps, but you're still going to get there in one piece. You know the best streets to take, even if you're not entirely sure on the most time efficient ones.
Right, so I'm more just like taking the streets I know, but I sort of know where it is. Not doing
Yeah.
any back road type stuff.
Yeah, and so you guys have just turned now onto the main highway, raised highway up onto into the Watson development area. You can see this massive, huge mega buildings that are being constructed. They're about quarter of the way done. A lot of it's just scaffolding and kind of a large skeleton of a building. But you can see there's a lot more air traffic in this area of the city. You can see some Trauma Team AVs flying overhead towards Trauma Team Tower to the north. You can see NCPD AVs flying, whizzing over your guys' car all the way back to the corporate center. And you can see just normal AVs, just rich citizens flying around to the executive zone, things like that. So there's a lot of stuff going on above you, and compared to the combat zone, it's, like night and day. In the combat zone, you don't really see anything. The odd helicopter flying above or something like that, but here, it's just as busy in the sky as it is on the ground. So yeah, how's everyone else doing? How are you, Silverfoot?
Bit dazed, so I'm a bit, not as chatty. Trying to kind of figure out where we're going at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm just trying to rest and recuperate from what happened.
Right. And so, Cheese, did you get a hold of your new love? Or was the last time you saw her in the tower?
Last time I saw her was as I had to depart, and she went up and I went down.
Ah, right, that's right. I see. Okay. Yeah, so what is your guys' plan of attack now with these last two targets that Hideo's given to you?
Well, originally we had planned to split up a little bit. But, does anyone want to revise that plan? I mean, we could scout out and see if we can find this chick. I mean, if she's walking down the sidewalk, maybe just run her over or something.
Was Velos flying towards? We're going into Watson,
Watson.
right? Like that's where we're going. Was he also flying the same way?
Yeah, so I feel like...
I think we should probably go to the other target. What if Velos takes care of this one as well?
But what if he doesn't? What if he wanted to take care of Rick and the other ones for some other reason, but he doesn't know about her? Yeah.
Well, then it would just come back. No harm, no foul.
Okay. Well, where was the other thing? It was he liked being in a casino, but where was that casino? It was like in Haywood or something, right?
He liked to go to play the slot machines or something at a bar in Haywood.
You guys can do a concentration roll to see how much information you remember, and then I'll tell you.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was a Valentino's bar in Haywood. Somewhere around there.
So you do have an address for the bar. That you definitely have the address for that, but that's all. A name and an address for an apartment, his apartment, and a bar.
Oh, if I look at the address, what does it say?
Oh, sorry, yeah, sorry. The address is in not Westbrook, friggin' Haywood.
Yeah. I'm so smart. I thought so. Okay. Hey, guys, what do you think? For these other two, should we look at taking care of this chick now, or maybe head down to Haywood?
I don't want to deal with that fucking Velas guy again. Get the fuck out of here.
See, he's a cunt to shot me, no warning.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would rather not deal with him. I'm embarrassed.
Okay.
I would be too if I were you.
Seeing as we're
Yeah.
almost in Watson, we're in Watson development by now, surely. We'll just continue on the main highway that sort of circles the city.
Yeah.
And we'll just go all the way down into Haywood.
Okay, so you're gonna take the off ramp down into Haywood rather than into Westbrook towards Watson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh wait, sorry, no. Yeah, so if you take the next overpass, it'll take you down through Westbrook into Haywood, rather.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, sweet as, yeah. So you take a right and you go down the overpass. It's not busy on the road so much. Well, it is busy. Of course, it's Night City. Tons of
But
people.
it's not
But
like
yeah,
rush hour traffic.
you can weave in and out of cars. And, I mean, the road rules have kind of been
Straight
tossed
from the
out a long
tan.
time ago. So, what was that? Sorry, someone say something?
No,
Okay.
I heard
I
something.
can hear
but I
a
don't know what it
woman,
was.
but
Yeah,
yeah, I
I
heard
think
a
it's
woman,
Echo.
but
Oh, okay. I thought I was talking over someone. Yeah, never mind. Yeah. So as you come into Westbrook, you just kind of weaving in and out of cars. As I said, the road rules were thrown out a long time ago. You can just speed up, overtake someone, no problem. Might accidentally, hit a couple pedestrians here and there, but it's all good. Just another day in the
Oh.
life of a nomad.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
Yeah, and so now you guys are still on a sort of highway, but it's not raised up in the air like the other ones to get into the corporate center. This one's more down on the ground, it's walled off, and you're just driving along a long highway, the express lane highway through to Haywood.
Cool.
Yeah,
So I will follow the address. Park pretty close to this bar that we're sort of meant to. Would that be like a reasonably sort of bar like area?
sorry, what do you mean by that?
Is this area gonna have like several bars and or is it just like this one place?
So Haywood right now is very, how could I say, like a suburban sort of neighborhood. There aren't any skyscrapers around or things like that. There are a lot of just these repurposed like state houses and things like that. It's not a very cyberpunk neighborhood. It's very outdated. A lot of these buildings and houses from the 80s have just been repurposed for living and bars and stuff. So this bar you've been given the address to is actually just an old garage. That's just been, they've taken out the front of it and everything and just opened it all up, and all these biker gangs can just roll up and put their bikes out the front and things like that. So this bar and many other bars peppered throughout Haywood, they're very simplistic in nature. They can only hold about 20 or 30 people in them before they start getting crowded. And this particular bar you're going to is smack bang right in the middle of Haywood, but it's a popular bar, but there are no other bars really like around it. It's one of the only ones in this, let's say, 4-block radius.
Okay.
Yeah, Silverfoot, you're from Haywood, eh?
See?
This looks like a popular bar. You've been here before, right?
Nope. No, yeah, I travel around Haywood quite a bit. Doing odd jobs back in the day, so I recognise the bar, although I don't drink there often.
I'm gonna get you to roll for it. So I want you to roll a. Give me a second. Let me look at my master skill list. Recollection and stuff. I think it's concentration, right? Yeah. So I want you to roll concentration. So I would give you a -2 because you're concussed, but I was also going to give you a +2 because it's your hometown or home area of Haywood. So just roll a normal roll.
Sweet as.
Ooh,
18.
nice. Yeah, so you have actually been to this bar before, and you know that it's actually quite popular with the Valentinos.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
The
so
Valentino. Some of my essays, some of my old childhood friends come to this.
yeah, that's nice. Yeah, so
Okay.
this particular bar is actually not just visited by the Valentinos, it is owned by the Valentinos. And you actually know the owner, who is also he is a Valentino. He's not high up in the I guess the food chain of Valentinos, but he's like a mid-level kind of guy, and his name's Miguel.
Miguel?
And, yeah, so you've met him a few times. He isn't a fixer, but he wants to be one, and so he likes to pretend that he knows everything. But he's not actually too much older than you, around your age. He's quite young, up and coming, has a few connections in the Valentinos, but he runs this bar. He was given to it by his father before his father died, and from going to this bar that he's always standing at the counter serving his fellow Valentinos and trying to scoop up any gossip he can to try and sell off like a fixer would.
All right.
Yeah, so you guys pull up to the bar, but you're not kind of there's the garage right in the middle of the plot of land, but there's this really huge kind of open, like a yard, like a big yard that doesn't have any grass on it anymore. It's just all concrete, and then there's the curb and the road about 10 meters. So you guys are actually quite far away from the bar itself, and you can pull up right on the side of the road without having to worry about being seen or anything. But you can see there's about 5 or 6 bikes out the front of the building right now at about 3:30.
Okay.
How much do you care about this place, Silverfoot?
Well, I know the owner, Miguel, so me and him go back a bit, so I do kind of care about the place, and I would like to keep my relations intact with the Valentinos.
But let's just say everything doesn't go honky-dory, and we have to start doing a shootout. You're gonna be able to do that?
I don't know. Depends if we're the Valentinos are with us or against us on it. But I mean, I guess I will be.
Good to hear.
Why do you say that? Alright, so D, you've pulled up with them and you're just chilling on the corner there. So what do you guys want to do?
Should we go in?
Yeah.
Let's scout it out.
We got a picture of this guy, right? So we know what he looks like.
Yes, you do have a picture of him.
So.
I'm a bit concussed. Can someone tell me who this is again?
Oh, it's obviously.
This is Mark number 3.
You're all concussed, are you?
I am.
You're so concussed it feels like it's been 4 weeks or something.
Yeah, I mean, it does feel that way.
Jose Gonzalez.
Sorry? Sorry, I'm a bit concussed. What was it?
We are after Jose Gonzalez.
Oh, my friend Jose. Yeah. It's all coming back to me now.
Right.
Of course. It's almost like I rebuilt my computer in these last 4 weeks and my hard drive didn't come with it.
Yeah.
What do we know about Jose though?
You can roll a concentration check.
We know that he's 28. He's a male. He does work in like analysis and like stuff like that. He likes to come in and play poker in this bar. The Valentinos like put up with him. They don't really, from what I remember, like he's not a Valentino though.
Does he have any family that we can exploit?
We weren't given that information.
Jesus.
All right. Well, once we find this guy, I'm gonna try to look for a ring on his finger. See if I can tell him, like, we got your wife.
Wait a second, I don't have a wife. I have a husband.
Yeah, same deal. I don't see the difference. You know, I'm so progressive.
Yeah, he'll say that. Then Cheese will be like, "You remembered."
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah. So are you guys hopping out now and walking into the bar? What's going on?
Yeah, let's go on then. Let's go on.
Lead the way,
Okay.
Silver.
Are you guys
Alright.
looking out for anything in particular? Just walking in and staying calm and whatnot.
Just chilling
Yeah.
out.
We're just customers.
Yeah, sweet as. So you
Yeah,
guys
trying to
walk
look
straight
as
on.
inconspicuous.
Yeah, I gotcha. So you walk in, and it's a very wide bar, wide open. There aren't many tables around. There's a pool table off to your left, and then behind that, about another 4 or 5 meters, is a long bar. You can see a couple people sitting at the bar, a couple guys playing pool, and then there's one guy over in the far right-hand corner, opposite corner of the room. He's just standing around and he's holding an assault rifle, just casually. And then, of course, there is Miguel at the bar, and he's just standing there serving and talking to some of his patrons.
All right. Shall we? Do you guys want to
So
scout
we
it out?
did we see Jose somewhere?
You'd have to walk closer to get a better look at everyone, but
Okay.
yeah, it's really dim lighting. It's about 3:30, but it's dim lighting.
I'm gonna walk over to the bar and order just like something that I know that's like just like a casual daytime drink that's but nothing that's like too alcoholic. I don't want to get drunk, so like just something that like wouldn't be out of place to order. I don't know what that is, but you know what I mean. Just like
Sunset
what-
sarsaparilla,
some-
my man.
yeah.
So okay, so D, you start walking towards the bar, and you pass the
100%.
guys who are at the pool table, and they just stop what they're doing right in the middle of this guy's shot. He just stops, holding the pool cue, not even moving, and his eyes are just tracking you as you move. They're just staring at you, completely quiet. You can hear some music, you know, beating away in the background. But as you walk up to the counter, you can see a guy. He's got his back to you. He's quite a big, muscly man. He's bald, got tattoos all over him. You can instantly tell he's a Valentino. But you walk up to the chair about 2 to his left, and Miguel is standing there at the bar. Hello, my friend. What can I get for you?
I'll just have what's your house? Do you have a beer that you serve specialty? I'm new to the area.
I can tell that, my friend. Yes, well, how's about a sunset sarsaparilla?
Lovely. Never had
Alright.
that before. Go on then.
Take a seat. And he turns away, goes over to his big refrigerator right in the middle of his little bar, opens up, grabs out a beer, sunset sarsaparilla, takes off the cap, and then slides it across the table, and you catch it.
How much are you, mate?
It's on the house.
Ah, might have to
So-
come around here more often.
Yeah, well, you're welcome to. And he walks towards you and leans over the counter and looks at you. And you can see the guy two chairs to your right. The bald guy, he's just staring at you and drinking. So, when did you get here into Night City?
Oh, I've been in Night City, in and out for quite a while, but I've settled down more recently, and just exploring the place.
And where are you living right now?
Oh, I live over in towards the Watson development at the moment.
And those your friends over there standing at the door doing nothing?
Oh, I mean, I know them, but you know how it is in Night City. It's hard to call anyone a friend.
Right. Well, they're unsettling the other patrons. Why don't you get them to come over here and take a seat?
I was gonna do something whilst he was walking over to the thing. So because obviously only one person can talk. So whilst he was walking over to the counter, I would like to have looked around, look for some slot machines to see if there's any poker machines around.
Are you like walking around or?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just have you walking around.
I'm walking to the bar at the time that he was talking to him.
Okay. Yeah, and just in future, just interrupt me. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'll be sure to do that.
Okay. Okay, I'll have so Cheese and Pedro, you just following D essentially?
Yeah, I kind of had a scan of the room and then kind of walking up to the bar as they speak to each other.
Okay.
Miguel.
Cheese is gonna look for the toilets if there are any.
Yeah, you can see there's a toilet sign off to the behind the pool table, off to the left of the pool table.
Alright, well he's gonna dip and dive.
Okay. All right. So you head on off into the bathroom, and Star, you're just walking around having a look. You got that the guy who was off in the far left-hand corner with the rifle. He is just like staring at you, just keeping in.
I turn and I give him a wink. I blow him a kiss.
Ooh. Roll for seduction. No. Anyway. No. So you're just looking around. You can't see any poker machines or anything like that. You do see some strange little long crates that have the tops of them open in the far corner that you can roll for to have a close look at if you want. But otherwise,
out of vision of the guy with the gun.
It's behind him, but it's far enough back where you'd have to get much closer, like 2 meters away from him, to get a really stand up and tiptoe and have a really good look.
I wouldn't want to look in the box just in case, but after not being able to find the slot machines, I would go over to him since he's very interested in me, and I'll ask him where the poker machines are.
Right, so as you get close, you can see this guy. He's African American looking. He's really big, but he's just holding this assault rifle. He's got some bling around his neck. It's quite
Thank
snazzy.
God they're not racist. They're not racists. When D was walking up to the bar, I was worried for a second there.
No, they're very as Cheese was saying, even these guys are quite progressive, quite progressive as well. But you walk up. Can I help you?
And I go like super girly, like, hi sir, I'm looking for the pokey machines.
We don't have any poker machines here.
There's no slot machines here at all? None at all?
No, you want to go play some slot machines, you go over to Japantown and play in the pachinkos.
Okay, thank you very much. And then I'll blow a kiss and head over to the counter to where they're having the conversation with the barkeep.
Okay, so as you walk over, you do you want to sit beside, in between D and that big guy?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, sweet as. So you sit down with D and Pedro. Pedro, have you got a beer as well?
I've just got to the bar, so
Okay.
I call over.
Okay, so
over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Star and Pedro, you guys both sit down, and Miguel looks at both of you. How can I help you?
Por favor, I'll have one Corona, please.
Sí, señor. And he turns around and goes and grabs one, hands it to you. You're from Hayward. Do I know you?
See, it's Pedro. You might have heard of me, Silverfoot.
Pedro. Man, it's been a while. It's been a few years, has it not?
It has been, Miguel. It has.
Damn, how you been, man?
Yeah, been good. Making my way through the town, trying to make a name for myself. What about you?
Yeah, same old. Still running my dad's bar, But hey, I thought I saw you on the news maybe a while ago. You go by Silverfoot now, right?
Yeah, it's a little name that I've been given. I didn't give it to myself, but just trying to become the best solo ever. Just another day, another bullet.
That's right, man. Living in Night City. You must be one of
Yeah.
the real chumbas now.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of hard to make long-lasting chumbas because they always seem to bite the bullet and die. But yeah. I mean, I got a few chumbas here. I think you've already met D. Yeah, he's quite a nice guy, and in this Star over there, she's I've only just met her, but yeah, she's quite a quirky girl.
You into J-pop there, Japanese girl?
J-pop? I spit on the ground. I don't listen to that shit.
You know what? I like you already. Now, where's your other friend gone? He's been gone a while.
Got the shit.
Ah. And so, Cheese, are you still in the bathroom at this point?
Well, tell me about the bathroom. Is there anyone in there? Which stalls are occupied? Give me the laydown.
Alright, so there are 4 toilets in this particular bathroom. But they're absolutely disgusting. As you walk in, there's just a foul odor of unscrubbed toilet bowls that haven't been cleaned in years. It's absolutely filthy in there. There's just piles upon piles of encrusted dried vomit and crap and all sorts of other stuff. Yeah.
Epic. Is there anyone else other than myself in the bathroom?
Each of the cubicles are closed, but you can't hear anyone.
I knock on each door. Open them a little.
So you go through, opening them all, knocking. A nice gentleman, knocking first. But yeah, no one's occupying the bathrooms right now.
Alright, well, I'm assuming Cheese would have disinfectant, being a medic, and also disinfect my hands and get the heck out of there.
Okay. Nice. I won't give you any virus or anything.
Appreciate it.
Alright, so you come walking out, and just as, Miguel's asking about where you are, you come out of the bathroom and take off your disinfecting gloves, and you walk past the guys at the pool table and walk on and sit next to Pedro. And so all 4 of you now are sitting at the bar, and you can see that there's one guy, there's obviously the one guy beside Star, big guy, the bald guy with the tattoos, right? But there is a guy off to the left, down the other far end of the counter, right? And he's just minding his own business. He's trying not to bring any attention to himself. But that's the only person you haven't really gotten a good look at yet.
And no one else is obviously Mr. Jose.
No.
Okay.
Same.
Oh yeah.
I'll say to Pedro. No, never mind. I'll just keep an eye out and just keep drinking my drink, listening to the conversations going on, seeing if I can pick up anything, and sort of just slightly like eyeing the guy down the bar. How far down the bar would you say he is? Like all the way at the other end?
Yeah, all
Quite
the
a
way at
big
the
bar?
other end, down the other side of it. So it's about 10 meters, give or take, a little bit less.
And like he's facing away from us or something, or just
Nah, he's kind of just like hunched over and he's just sipping away at whatever drink he's got. But you can't really see him that well. But anyway, Miguel walks over to you, Cheese, and he's just like, "Can I get you anything?"
See, can you please get me a tequila?
Yeah, no problem. And he turns around and goes off and starts making one. So, and he calls back to you. Whereabouts are you from, my man?
I'm from Italia. Grew up in around Florence.
Ah, right. Yeah, I got some mates who are from, they were from Venice before it sank, but,
Yeah, it's a shame about that.
yeah, well, not much you can do with global warming and climate change, you know? And he turns.
So how have you
finishes
been?
to-
Are you from here or?
Yep, born and bred. And he cans you your drink.
Sweet, I slap some eddies on the table and sip away.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Can I get you guys anything else? How about you, Asian girl?
Oh, I don't drink on the job.
On the job?
Yeah.
And the big bald guy beside you kind of adjusts himself on his little bar stool and adjusts his posture to be large as possible. And Miguel kind of smiles, and you can see he's got very yellow teeth and one actual proper gold tooth and a little bit of a filthy moustache going on. And he smiles, folds his arms. On the job, huh? What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna like lean forward, like, because obviously I'm a little smaller. I'm gonna like put my hand on the counter, sort of lean forward and be like, I heard this is the best place in all of Hayward to get information. I hear you're the best person to come to.
I'm listening. What kind of information are you after, mi amigo?
I'm gonna put down. Let's say 500 eddies.
Yeah.
And then as like I slide it, I like slide over my agent with a picture of the guy that we're after. I'm gonna say, have you seen him today?
How many it is was that, sorry?
500.
500? Okay. I want you to roll for persuasion,
Okay.
but I want you to have a +2, because you've chucked down those eddies.
A plus 500.
It's a +2, did you say?
Yeah, +2.
Okay, I get +15. That's cool. 22.
Alright. And Miguel smiles and he pockets the eddies, pushes the phone with one index finger back towards you. You see it's got some nice gold rings with jade encrusted in it. And he pushes the phone back towards you. First he actually flips it face down, pushes it back towards you. And then he looks at his bald friend beside you, Star, and he nods, and the bald guy stands up and just walks off. Just disappears, walks outside. And Miguel kind of smiles and he puts up his right hand to scratch his head, and then he points with his thumb back towards the guy down at the back end of the bar.
Back end of the bar.
Yeah.
The guy we can't see.
Behind you, yeah, towards the end of the bar. Down the other side of the bar.
Oh, right, one that Adi was watching.
Yeah.
Ah. He's, look at D. Like, yeah. You wanna grab him?
Okay, I want all of, are all of you listening in on this conversation?
Very much so.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
I guess we're next to it, so it's not too
Okay,
hard
I want
to
all
listen.
of you to roll to stay cool. So give me a second.
How do I do that?
I'm trying to figure that out right now. I actually have no idea. Give me a second.
That's a cool wardrobe style. I guess wardrobe style, maybe?
Yeah, so I was thinking. Yeah, there's not really anything else.
Ratings, streetwise.
That's not a body language or something?
Acting comes into faking emotions and moods, so maybe trying to remain...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it actually comes under the cool stat as well, yeah. So I want you to all roll an acting roll, please.
Oh boy.
You can all have a +1 to it because of the poor lighting conditions in the bar.
Okay, I got 20.
Okay.
Where's acting?
It's in the middle, at the bottom.
I got a 7. Guys, I think I'm gonna give it away.
I got 17.
Right, 15. Yeah, so D, you were the one that was just saying now you were kind of discussing about should we grab him, right?
Yeah, Star sort of made a little whisper towards my direction. Like, shall we jump him or shall we grab him?
So as you were saying that, just kind of whispering it, the guy actually has looked up and he's just looking at you guys now, all four of you, because you guys have all come in as a group sort of thing, and you're almost outnumbering the amount of people already in the bar. It's a very quiet time in the early afternoon. It's not even anywhere near happy hour yet in Night City, right? So you guys are very conspicuous, but D, you kind of, and maybe he caught a few words of that. You know, should we grab da-da-da-da-da, right? Maybe. You're not quite sure, but he's just looking over at you guys now, and he's adjusted his posture a little bit, and he's still sipping away at his drink, but he's turned about 30 degrees in his seat a little, and he's facing you guys now, just keeping an eye on you, and he's flicking his eyes up towards the exit every now and again. But as he
so
turns...
if he turned 30 degrees to us...
Towards you, yeah.
Can we confirm it's him?
Yes.
Is it obviously him?
You can now clearly see that it's Jose.
Cool.
I would like to get up off my chair, do like a stretch, and be like, oh, I left my agent in the phone, like loudly over to like Pedro, and I'm gonna like sort of speed walk over to like the door.
Okay, you're gonna turn around and walk back out the front?
Yeah, but I'm not actually gonna like properly walk out. I'm just gonna like hover by the front door.
Okay, so you stand up. And you stand up, walk past the guys at the pool table. The guys at the pool table aren't even looking at you now, they're just playing now. And you walk. Are you standing in the doorway?
Pretty much, yeah.
I see. I get you.
I'm gonna talk to Miguel. But I'm gonna use street slang. Can I use street slang? So, sort of Jose can't overhear it. So I'm not sure if he's pretty well equipped with street slang.
Give me a second. Where's that in? Is that in? That's not a skillet. It's just a. In your language, right?
Education skills.
Yeah, education skills, street slang.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How about you roll a? Give me a second. That's an interesting one. Yeah. Roll for do an education roll for your conversation.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Well.
Yeah, so you start kind of breaking into just full-on street. Well, it's like a combination of street slang, Night City slang, and Spanish. It's like how the Valentinos like to communicate. You know, especially when they've been arrested and things like that. And you can kind of gather that Jose isn't with the Valentinos. He just likes to hang out here. He has a kind of a Spanish or a sort of name, perhaps, but that doesn't necessarily mean he understands how to talk that way. You do, and you just start talking to Miguel in that kind of conversation. Just you know, just talking about nonsense, really. Just like, oh yeah, so I've been doing da 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 da, and Jose is kind of looking a bit confused. He's trying to listen, and you can see him, you know, you're looking at the corner of your eye back towards Jose as you talk to Miguel. But you can see Jose just looks confused. He's kind of squinting and closing his eyes a little and leaning in with his ear to try and understand what you're saying. But he obviously can't.
Awesome. So I'm gonna ask Miguel. So Miguel.
Sí.
Hey, Senor. How would we get some alone time with our friend down there?
Well, I mean,
can...
you know, he ain't one of the Valentinos, man. But you know, if you're willing, you know, your friend was quite generous with the, you know, the eddies there. I hope you guys are a little bit more liquid than that if you want some alone time.
Okay, I will slap down 1,000 eddies.
Okay, persuasion with a +3.
some luck in. Chuck some luck in.
You reckon some luck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll check my luck in as well. What is it? 1d10. Plus 3, plus 2. $28.
Yeah.
28! Woo! Is that a legendary? Or was it 29?
28. Yeah.
Is it 28? Okay, I'm gonna have to have a look. I can't trust you, freaking guys. You just want legendaries left, right, and center. Alright.
It's
29.
our
Okay.
par now.
It's incredible. So, Miguel just kind of smiles again and he pockets the Eddies. Man, this is the best day ever, you know? Just happened to have someone who needs to be offed right in his own bar. And Miguel kind of turns to you, Pedro, still talking in street slang, looks at Cheese, looks at D, and just leans right into you, Pedro. Take him into the bathroom and you can have your way with him.
Alright, will do.
And Miguel just kind of turns and goes, does a big whistle, and his other boys at the pool table, they go and stand. They walk past you, Star. They head off into outside, just like a meter, you know, like outside onto the pavement, and they stand either side of the entranceways into the building.
I also understand street slang. I have quite a high reasonable skill in it. So the second he's said that, I'm gonna stand up. The second he said like, "Have your way with him" type thing, I just stand up, down my drink.
For that, because this is Valentino territory, and they speak a lot of Spanish. But you're from.
I speak French. There's a heavy overlap.
Isn't street slang like a universal tongue?
Yes, but this is a specific kind of street slang. As I
In
said,
that case,
it's more of an amalgamation of.
In that case, I'm keeping my eye on Pedro for him to give me the heads up.
Okay.
That his conversation has gone well. Because there's no point me rolling a language that I don't know.
You suddenly speak Spanish.
I'm gonna turn to D and I'm gonna give him a wink. Signaling.
Okay, so now I'm just aroused, but I'm still waiting for a.
Right. Okay.
Are we good to go? Kind of.
I'll give him a nod then. How about that?
Okay.
Nod.
Oh, a wink and a nod from the Silverfoot. Ooh. Yeah. So the second I get the nod, I down my drink and stand up.
All right. So as you stand up, Jose downs his drink as well and puts it down on the table, and he looks at you guys to see what you're doing. And he's got his right arm on the table. He's still facing towards you guys, but he's got one arm hidden.
So the bathroom is past him, correct?
No, the bathroom is behind you, back past the pool table.
Okay, what's past him?
Nothing. It's just a wall.
It's a good looking ball. Go inspect it.
Can I put on my glove, my big old black glove?
Yes, you can.
Thanks. I'm putting on my big old black glove. Appreciate it.
Okay, I'm just gonna I'm gonna slap Pedro on the back while I walk past him and start walking down towards Jose, while being very aware that he's like potentially got a hidden weapon or something. But yeah.
Yeah, and Miguel's just kind of backed off. He's right on the other opposite corner of his little bar interior. And you walk around and start walking towards Jose, and he just is hiding his left arm behind him. And he's just got one arm resting on the table. He's trying to remain casual. And you walk on up to him, and he's just staring at you. Can I help you?
You sure can, Medi.
Yeah, what can I help you with?
I think me and you need to go have a little chat.
Why?
You know how these things go, mate.
I really don't.
Well, how about we have a chat, and if I like what you say, nothing bad will happen.
Miguel! And Jose starts calling over to Miguel, and Miguel's just turning away, and he's just got a rag, and he's wiping off some invisible stain on his counter.
At this point,
Miguel!
how close am I?
Like a meter in front of him, you're right up in him.
Okay, I'm gonna launch at him and grapple him.
Alright, I want you to roll for, the good old Dex and Brawling. Oh, you got a critical.
Nice. Oh, it's gonna be a legendary. Come on, you get the.
Oh, not
27.
quite. But
So
yeah,
close.
honestly, this guy's a little wimp. So
Okay.
I don't remember how much you guys remember about Jose, but he's just like
He's
a
in
simple-
analytics.
Yeah.
He's in analytics.
Yeah, he's like a little weakling.
So I've grappled him in a way that like I've grabbed his arms in case he did have like a gun or a knife or something. I've sort of
Yeah.
gone in for him and made it so that he couldn't like pull out a weapon on me.
Yeah. So you just launch forward, you grab his right arm, you put it around, and his left arm instantly just like seizes up, and you grab that with your other hand, and he drops this gun, dunk, and his iron hits the ground, and you're just holding him there. Look, man, what do you want with me?
Sweet.
I'm gonna look over towards Pedro and say, were there any rules?
Just gotta take him to the bathroom.
Look, just keep
Oh.
it quiet, okay? And Miguel kind of pulls back towards you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna pull out some duct tape and duct tape his mouth.
It's completely
As
off.
he does it, I'm gonna grab his gun that's dropped on the floor.
Alright, so you walk over, pick it up, and Miguel turns around, and he's like shaking his head and raises his arms like, what the heck, and looks at you, Cheese. Take him out back now, for goodness sake.
Yeah,
sorry?
no,
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, Cheese was like, I guess, what's going on, you know? Because he said you looked at Cheese, so, and then he
Yeah,
said something, you know?
Because you're the only one sitting right near him, but he's like pointing at you. Go freaking take him out back.
To the bathroom?
Yes!
I don't want to get you venereal disease, my friend.
Look, amigo, Chum, I don't know what that means. Just
Fine, I go.
alright. And so
okay,
Miguel
I'm
just
just
turns
gonna
around and-
start.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start sort of dragging, grapple. You know, still got him in the like sort of a hold, and I'm bringing him towards the bathroom. He's duct
Alright.
taped, so he can't scream out or anything, make too much noise.
Yeah.
What's the guy with the AK doing?
Just standing there off on the other side. Just chilling. He's talking with the big bald guy.
Cool. So take him into the bathroom.
Yep. I'll follow.
And then I'll sort of say to Silverfoot, hey Pedro, Hideo didn't want us to tell him anything first, did he? I don't think so.
No, I think he was just another man on our list.
Cool. And then I'll grab out my knife, just twirl it around, bring it up to his throat, and slit his throat. Or are you going to allow me to do that?
Wait,
I've
can you
got
say
him
that
in
again? It cut out for me a little.
I'm going to bring out my combat knife, bring it up to his throat, and I guess if he's not
before he
strong-
does that, can Cheese stop him? Like, no, stop.
Yeah, you can run up and stop. Are you guys in the bathroom now? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
taking him into the bathroom, and you've got him up against the wall.
Yeah, and I've just put my knife up to his throat, and Cheese has like grabbed my arm and said, "No, stop." So I'm like looking at Cheese, but like, yeah, what do you want?
Don't slash the throat. The blood goes everywhere. It's unsanitary. Just stab him. Right here. Stab him right here.
Jose is just shaking his head, and he's got tears streaming down his face. He's struggling.
Can I roll for like a I don't know, my medical skills so that he can stab him someplace he just won't bleed all too much?
Yeah, man. Yeah, you can roll for. Let's go with your paramedic roll ability thing. Was it paramedic? Yeah.
Paramedic. Can I not go on my first aid?
Yeah, first aid. Yep. All right. Yeah. So you instantly point to a little area just off to the down and to the right of his sternum, and you just basically point here for him to stab him and instantly kill him.
Okay, and I say, hey, maybe I do need to learn some of this stuff. That'd come in handy. And I jab my knife in.
Yes, makes the killing very clean.
Yeah, see, that's one of the worst things, is when it all dries up and gets sticky afterwards.
Oh, I know,
Yeah.
I know.
But, you know, sort of not as much fun.
What are you doing, Pedro, in here?
I'm just watching, having a good time.
Right, I see.
I
I
say
do
to
want to ask you
Cheese.
this. I do want to
I
ask
say
you
to
a
Cheese,
question.
do you want the body?
Nah, he's no use to me. But I appreciate the thought.
Do you have a bag?
Right.
We probably can't just leave him in here, otherwise.
You just stabbed him, right, Dean?
No, he pointed to where I needed to stab him.
Okay, I see. Okay, so you haven't stabbed him yet, so he's still just trying to shake you guys off, but you're just holding him there with one arm, not even a problem. He's a little sissy.
And
So,
then,
what do you guys want to do?
well,
Should
I'm
we
gonna
give him who he is, or if there's anyone higher than him who ordered this hit?
do you want to interrogate him at all, or hey, maybe he has money. Maybe he'll pay us not to kill him more than Hideo will pay us to kill him.
Yeah,
and the guy
maybe.
just like goes wide-eyed as you say the name Hideo, and he just shakes his head. Woo, woo, woo.
I look at him sternly and I say, if you yell, I'm gonna kill you instantly. And I rip the duct tape off.
Did you just say Hideo as in Hideo Watanabe?
I mean, so what if I did?
Why exactly did he hire you?
I believe he said that you were involved in his wife's murder.
His wife's... What the heck? What kind of information do you even have on me?
I have your name and I have your face. I pull out my agent and show him. This is you, right?
Are you showing the picture with his field and whatnot?
Yeah.
So he looks at you. An analysis? What are you talking about?
Who the hell are you?
My name's
You better be
Jose Gonzalez.
What do you do?
I work at DMS.
Yeah. Better be given better information than that, or this knife's gonna get real familiar.
Okay. Please wait. Where did he say I work?
That's not really my problem. I was given your name and a picture, told to kill you. You better
How do we
give me
know
a good
you-
reason not to.
That bastard.
How do we know you work at DMS? You got to have something on you to tell us that.
Look at my ID badge, and he puts his hand in his pocket and pulls out an ID badge. Says Jose Gonzalez, DMS, Diverse Media Systems, the same company that Hideo works at.
Why would Hideo want you dead?
Think about it.
You better not make me think about it, or you'll be dead.
Look,
Hey,
man. Come on, man. You cheat. So he doesn't know your name. Look,
Yeah,
dude. Italian guy. Look, you seem like you know. You're the smart one of the group.
I am. Thank you.
Exactly. So why do you think Hideo would want to off me?
Well, he seems to have become a proper corpo by this point.
Yeah.
You know, killing the people above him. You know, it's kind of their thing, isn't it?
Exactly. And you know what I'm in charge of?
What?
I'm a brain dance engineer.
What does that have to do with anything, my friend?
He's taking you out because you.
Look, I don't know if you guys were busy today, but did you see the TV?
Do
mean-
you have something with technology that won't? What? Are you in direct competition with you?
I'm gonna say to them, hey guys, Hideo was on the news earlier. He was on some show. It was something to do with brain dance. When I was down with the security guard, for the life of me, can't remember what it was, but yeah.
A shitty offer you. And Jose is now just completely relaxed sitting where he is. He's not even panicked anymore.
What's it to you?
Well, how does he know you?
Again, none of your business.
We were dead when his wife died.
Right. So, you're in the apartment.
What do you know
I look
about
at
the
Cheese.
apartment?
I look at Cheese with just like a really fucking like, god damn it face.
I'm gonna walk up to him, ask him how he knows. Why does he know the apartment? How does he know the apartment?
Why do I know
why do
about the
you-
apartment?
Yeah.
Because I was Hideo's closest friend after everything went down, man. I'm the one who helped him get the higher up position as a senior analyst. But now he's working in brain dance, and now, well, now he's gonna do anything for that little girl of his. You see him on TV today, well now he's all of a sudden working in, he's an executive within the brain dance division, isn't he? You wanna know how he got that position?
He took
How?
someone out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out my phone and show him the two other people that have died so far, and ask him if he knows who they are.
Oh man! And he puts his hands up to his head. That's Frank. I don't know the other guy, but I know Frank. He used to work and he was on the board of directors. Oh jeez, he's one of the only people that Hideo, he's one of the only people that hated Hideo.
Yeah, I guess
Why-
he used to.
Why do you hate Hideo?
Because he knows what's been going on. Hideo's, you know, he came over from Japan only a few years ago, but he's been, how is he an executive within the brain dance division all of a sudden? He's been playing the corporate ladder, but he's also, in the background, taking people behind the alley and popping some iron in their head, you know? You know what I mean?
Kind of like this right now, huh?
Look, man, look, you gotta let me go, because I'm the only one who can spill the lid on this whole thing.
But how much will we get paid if we let you go?
I ain't paying you anything.
Well, then
And
we'll
I
not let
stab
you
him.
go.
I stab him with my knife. Not like the
stab-
death spot, but I stab him just like through his arm.
Stab him through his arm, his upper arm or his forearm?
Yeah, let's just say through his forearm.
Okay. Bonk right through his forearm. Oh man! And it's just blood just starts pouring out. And Star, you hear this, and so do the two guys out the front.
Yeah.
And what are you doing right now?
After hearing that, after having a great round of pool with my new friend, I am going to come into the bathroom.
All right. So you walk in the bathroom, and just before you go, you can see Miguel call out, "Hey, mi amigo, keep it down in there, all right?
Yes, no problem.
Gracias, gracias." And he goes back to serving. The big bald guy's gone back over and he's having another drink. And so as you walk in, you can see that Dee's just stuck a friggin' knife through the guy's arm, and the guy's screaming, "Ah, take it out, man, take it out!"
I rip the knife out
Indeed.
and I say,
Ugh.
I don't give a fuck about the corporate ladder. I care about how much I can get him paid. So that was the wrong answer. If you want to survive the day, you're gonna have to pay it.
And he's just holding his arm, and he's just shaking. You didn't have to stab me, man.
I felt like it got the point across.
Look. I don't know how much he's offering you, but it's not worth it. He's gonna kill you too. He's gonna kill all of you when he's done with you.
Well, I guess that's a shame, but we know where his daughter lives. We know quite a lot of information about him.
Oh yeah? And is that just what he's told you? You know, he's
Look.
really just playing you off for a bunch of fools, isn't he?
Hey, what are you doing? Kill him.
Yeah. As he calls me a fool, I kill him.
Knife to the head?
Just where Cheese showed me earlier.
Alright,
Insta-kill
so-
spot.
Knife goes right in, and then he just instantly goes limp and falls back.
How long did it take to kill a person? Come on, we still got one more to kill.
You're right, sir. Let's go.
I need to get concussion.
Um, Hey, Pedro, is Miguel gonna be bothered if we just leave the body here, or?
We should probably do the right thing and ask him or take it out. I don't want to give him bad side because
Let's not just leave it here. So,
I will like to I will take his I'll take Jose's badge and his agent off him as well.
Okay.
yeah. Does he have a wallet? Any eddies or anything?
Yeah, he's got a wallet and he's got about 200 eddies in there in cash.
Oh, okay. I just said, well, you guys can have this. You guys paid the bribes.
Thanks.
And then I said, I'll pull the car up. You guys chuck him in the boot. Cheese, you got a body bag on you? Or?
Chuck him in the trash. Why are we taking him with us?
I got
man.
the plastic body bags, like the shitty ones. Yeah.
Yeah. Chuck him
Alright,
in
are you
one.
guys walking
material.
out of the bathroom now?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys walk out, are you also dragging the body or anything, or?
I'll carry it.
Okay,
Well,
so
left and right.
you've got the body. You guys start walking out, and you can see Miguel's standing, leaning against the back of the pool table, and all of the guys are standing in front of you, and they've got their weapons out. And Miguel's just kind of smiling at you with his filthy moustache, and he goes, "Mi amigos, you're a bit loud in there. I think I'll need a few more eddies from you."
What do you
How many
want?
people? How many people quickly?
4.
Including
So it's the AK.
Rocky?
It's Miguel, AK guy, and 2 others, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the 2 others.
I think you've
I'll
got
sort
enough
of
to eat.
Alright, give me a minute.
Did someone say something? I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, Star said, I think you've got enough eddies.
I'm just counting them. Wait, 1, 2, 3. So there's 5, including Miguel.
Okay, so 4
They're all
others,
in a
yeah.
big. They're all bunched up right now.
They're in like a line in front of you guys, and they've got their guns out.
Can I? No, wait. I'll give it a second.
They're basically blocking you guys in like a almost like a semicircle, stopping you from going past.
Does he respond to the money thing?
Sorry, what did you say?
Does he respond to the money?
No, what did you say?
Oh, I think you got enough eddies.
No way, mi amigo, Pedro, Silverfoot, I want some more 80s.
Oh, I'll do it, sir. I'll do it.
Yeah, how many 80s you got on you, man?
How much you want?
How's 2,000 sound?
I think I can spare that. I might not have just that much. But am I able to walk up to him, going through my bag, and just place a grenade in his hand?
Okay.
A live
Yes,
grenade?
you are! Because
Okay.
A live
Okay.
grenade.
Are we no longer canon? Are we no longer canon?
Cannon?
Because isn't that the guy you're talking about? Isn't he the fixer in 2077?
No. No.
It's not? Oh, damn it. I want to break canon.
What, you wanted to kill Miguel? Because he was going to be the fix.
Oh, I just want to break canon for other reasons.
Yeah, no other reasons in particular.
Okay. Oh, dude, what do I want you to roll? I want you to roll... Dude, what even is that? I want you to
Right.
roll demolitions.
I just want you to know
Handle
this is
the grenade
biggest. This is the biggest dick move that we've had so far.
All right,
Now-
what's demolitions?
It's a tech skill.
What's dick about it?
What's what?
What's dickish about it?
No, the most like fucking hardcore move so far.
Oh, right.
All right, I'm gonna use some luck, 2 luck with it.
Okay, good luck. Ooh.
Good luck.
He doesn't
Hey.
need it. He's already got it.
The grenade, he puts it in my hand instead.
Critical.
17. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, guys. 17. 17 is
Okay.
not bad.
Okay, so you basically you're walking towards him and fumbling through your things like, yeah man, I got the 2080s for you, and you're walking up. And the girl's like, he's just smiling, he's just really happy, and the guys are crowding around because they're just hungry for the hitties as well. And he just plopped the grenade in his open hands. What do you do?
Well, I pull the ring, as I take it out, just drop it in his hands. Close his fingers. I want to do it with the metal black glove so I don't fucking blow off my own fingers, and then just duck pretty much.
This is this is a grenade. Are you gonna like
Right,
dive out of the
dive.
way and
Yeah,
push
sure.
everyone? Like,
Why not? Yeah, dive. Why not?
okay, so you basically put this grenade in his hands. He doesn't even get to see what it is. That's how fast you do it. You just grab it out, pull the pin, chuck it in his hands, close the hands, doesn't even get to see. And then, as he goes to open to look and see what you've put in his hands, because it feels quite heavy compared to normal. You just turn and you just dive into all your mates who are standing in the doorway of the toilet, and you just push everyone back into the toilet, and you'll fall down onto the ground in the toilet, and you just hear a boom go off, and just blood and guts just fly and spray all over you guys in the bathroom, making the bathroom even filthier than it was before. Clothes go flying out. And
I'm just gonna look at Cheese and say, yeah, that's a fucking clean way to kill someone.
There weren't many of them, okay? Sorry.
And you guys are just in a
man.
pile on the floor, just like as the smoke clears. you
Who's
can
at the
just
bottom
see-
of the pile? It'd be who? I was leaving towards the front, and then Cheese, and
Maybe
then it would be like
Star in the body? I don't know.
Star and Pedro on the body
Jose's
in the back.
Jose's on the bottom.
On the
Jesus
bottom.
already got the disinfectant out.
No,
He's
just because
cleaning his
I'm
hands.
just wondering who's touching that fucking floor.
Yeah, Jose is.
Cheese is cleaning himself up with his, his detergent and whatnot he's got.
Yeah. No, so Jose's on the bottom, then Star, and then so on and so on. But you guys are all good. You just fell on each other. It's all good. But
Okay.
as the dust settles in the air, the smoke in the air, you can just see that there are just like pairs of shoes left where all the guys were standing, and just
My
their
fucking 1080s.
their blood is like filled up in their boots and
Hey,
stuff.
put
And
it
there's
behind
just
the
like
bar.
flesh left and clothes on the ground. But half of the pool tables exploded, and they're all gone.
Okay. I say, okay, that would have made some noise. We need to get out of here. I'm gonna run over to the bar as we're leaving. Just check if there's like a cash cut, like, or anything like that. Is there like a money box or a cash counter at all?
Yeah, there is a cash register, but it's locked.
Cheese
Okay,
does
so
something
every single
similar?
every single cash register has a opening underneath. I'm gonna pull out my tech bag, get the screwdriver, undo it, and then flick the switch so that it's automatic unlock.
All right. Yep. So you do that. I want you to
I
roll.
work with cash
for-
registers. I know how they work.
Okay. I want you to roll basic tech.
While this is happening, could Cheese grab just like the most expensive bottle of like anything that they have there?
Yeah, they don't actually have much expensive stuff, but the most expensive out of what they have is, like Yeah, something nice. The tequila maybe you had earlier.
Oh yeah.
Hey!
I rolled a 31.
Let's go.
All right.
I rolled
nice.
it.
Shit.
I rolled a 31 to get into the cash register.
All right. So as you're undoing the bottom of it, you actually find that as you're undoing the screws and the platform falls out, there's the main cash register, and then there's a little hidden false panel underneath it. So you've got the main cash register part is like about 1,000 eddies there, just in cash. And then underneath that is a false bottom and a little thing, and there's a little envelope, a sealed envelope in there.
Okay, I grab the 1,000 eddies, and the sealed envelope, and then continue towards the exit.
All right. Are you guys taking Jose still?
Are there any
I see the-
cameras?
I don't see the point.
No, there are no cameras.
I
Yeah,
take my
let's see.
plastic bag back. I don't want them to fucking trace like the item number or whatever.
Yeah. Cool. Get to the door, and I sort of what's Star doing?
Oh, we're all locked arms like Wizard of Oz, and we're skipping
Okay.
out back to the car.
Lovely.
Yep.
Yes.
The second we get in the car, I open up the envelope and just read what's in the envelope. Oh, look in the envelope.
Alright, so as you guys load into the car, you're kind of leaning up against the thing and you tear open the envelope, pull it open, and it's in full Spanish.
Hey, hey Pedro, what the fuck does this say? I pass it over.
Alright, you hand it over to Pedro. And Pedro, you're basically looking at a Spanish love letter that Miguel is writing to some woman somewhere in Mexico. And it's pretty vulgar. It makes you almost want to throw up. You already had your concussion. So now, after reading that, you're not really sure if you want to even tell D what was in that letter.
Yeah, it was he was just writing to his he's just writing to a lady in Mexico. Some
Okay.
Nonsense. Yeah, nothing too much, man.
It's not that
Sweet.
guy.
And I split the 1,000 eddies 4 ways and chuck everyone 250.
Oh, what a lad.
Oh,
Gracias.
+1, Pedro will remember.
Alright, and you guys managed to get Jose and wipe out a small group of Valentinos.
You guys, excuse me. It was one guy.
Hey, I got a kill.
No, it's team effort, team effort.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
cheese. I'll give you some special IP for that, because that was nice.
We hang
Nice
out
thing.
with the crazy. That's plus points.
Yeah, that's already in.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you guys hop in the car and you hear a phone ringing. And Pedro, it's your phone. And it's Hideo Watanabe.
Hola.
Oh, you answer? Okay, yep. So you answer the
Yeah.
phone and... Yeah, hola. And Hideo's on the other end. Is this you, Pedro?
Yes, is this you, Mr. Watanabe?
Yeah, are you at the apartment at the moment?
No. We're not.
Where are you?
I can't say. I actually don't know.
Well, I just received information that from a source in Network News 54 that Jose Gonzalez's biomonitor, well, it stopped working.
Really?
Yes, so well, I also heard about what happened at the tower today. Was that you guys?
No. No.
That wasn't you guys. I thought you were dealing with what I what I asked you guys to do.
Oh, come back to bed, Pedro. I yell at in the background.
Am I interrupting?
No. We were going to them, and well, something happened. I'll have to inform you later on. We are quite busy at the moment, so could you make this quick?
Yeah, but I mean, who did you guys take out? Everyone?
In a way, we may have. Yeah, it's a bit of a complicated situation. I'll have to see you in person to go over the details, but yeah.
Not sure I can do that. I'm quite busy at the moment.
Well, who would we meet when we finish this?
I'm not sure. I'll if I want to meet you, I'll be coming back to the apartment. But look, if it wasn't you at the Network News 54 building today, who took out Frank and Rick, then, well, did you take out anyone?
We've taken out Rick. And
you killed
Frank.
Rick and Frank.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And what about Miss Tanaka?
Still working on that one.
Right, and what about Mr. Gonzalez?
Unsure yet. Yeah, we'll have to get back to you on that one. I don't know why his biomonitor's gone off, but yeah.
Don't worry about it, Pedro. I'll contact you.
All right.
And he hangs up the phone.
Damn, that was a smooth call.
Well, you did the great, my friend.
Oh, that wasn't awkward at all. Okay, so should we find this this other one? Back up to Watson,
Yeah.
I guess.
You guys want to know what happened in the phone call? Or are you guys listening in?
I was listening in.
Going through the earpiece that you've got, you put it against the earpiece. So you heard it all.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you guys want to go to Watson Development now?
Yeah, one more person to get rid of.
All right.
Are we worried
What
about
are
Hideo?
Yeah. So just for reference, you guys took credit for killing Rick and Frank, even though Velos killed Frank, right? But you didn't take responsibility for killing Jose Gonzalez.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Why the fuck not?
Yeah, I don't know why. What are you thinking, Pedro?
Oh, we're gonna have a few questions for him when we see him, because I'm thinking, I'm sort of on the edge of, is he gonna? Doesn't seem like he wants to meet up unless we're at the apartments, and then there's other ways.
So you're
that
you're sort of believing what Jose was saying then, that he's going to try and wipe us out.
Just got to be in a safe area first and ask him questions. So. And then we'll see by judgment.
Fair enough.
All right. So
Okay.
are you guys driving now?
Can I, or yeah, can Cheese rather do something actually right now?
Yeah.
He's gonna call every single one of the fixers that he knows, and sees if any of them know Velos.
All right. Who do you want to call? Like, do you want to call? I
was like, I got Miss Macabre, I got Ernest Baxter. I got them all. I could, I start out with Miss Macabre because that's his favorite one.
All right. So you call out Miss Macabre, and tell me a little bit about Miss Macabre. Is she?
She's like a Addams Family type. Really tall, black dresses, older lady, always very pale.
Just
All right.
quickly, would it be best to doing this whilst we're driving?
Yeah.
So we're on the way whilst he's having the conversation. Just so you know, we're on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. We are driving. Yes. Vroom vroom.
Over to Watson.
Alright, so I called Miss Macabre.
All right. Cheers, darling.
Hey, Mr. Macabre, it is my favorite fixer. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm brilliant. I appreciate that. I was actually sorry. This isn't a social call. I'm actually looking for someone.
Ah, okay.
Do you happen to have the information, like the contact details for a man called Velos?
Did you just say Velos?
Si, mi amor.
She hangs up.
Ah, shit.
Call her back.
I call her. Yeah, call her back.
Nobody
The
hangs up on
line-
cheese.
Is engaged.
Ah, shit.
Shit.
All right, no matter. I call Baxter.
All right. So call out Baxter. Yes,
yes,
who is it?
Hey, Mr. Baxter. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. Now get on with it.
All right, down to business. I like that. Do you happen to have the contact details of a man named Velos?
He hangs up.
The shit! I'm really digging a hole here. I'll call
so
the
you-
T's the one last final one. You know, I'll call the T's
Sorry, who?
the T's.
The T's. I
Yeah,
can't
they
quite
do,
remember who
like-
this is.
They do like party drugs, I think.
Is this a guy?
Yeah, he's like a very eccentric guy.
All right. So you got to call the T's. But his line is engaged. It rings, but you get no answer.
Shit. All right.
And you guys are now-
I'll,
So give me a
I know
second.
when to
So
stop.
you guys are just driving now, and you've headed back up onto the highway towards Upper Marina, but you can also turn off at that kind of intersection on the highway back towards Watson. Yeah. Sorry, Chase.
Man, the universe is sending me a sign. I should probably listen.
Just have a
Got
Google.
one more fixer, right?
Well, I got Antonito Brambilla, but he's like
Call
Italian. He's
call
in-
Miss
he's in-
Watanabe. Call Miss Watanabe.
Oh yeah, shit, yeah. I'll call
Miss
Miss
Watanabe's
Watanabe.
dead, D. How could you?
Oh wait,
Okay,
shit.
Okada.
Okada. There we go.
Okada.
I'll call Okada.
Watanabe.
All right. So you call Miss Wakako Okada, and she answers. Who is this?
It isn't me. A cheese. Mi amor. I'm calling to see how you are and ask stuff.
No one ever calls Miss Okada just to check on how I am. So, what is it that you want?
Well, I promise I will from now on, because that sounds sad. But I was wondering if you have any information on a man named Velos. I would be indebted if you were to give me any information.
Is this regarding what happened at the Network News 54's tower today?
See, that is. Uh-huh.
I hope that you and your friends were not behind this.
Not entirely.
Before I give you any information on the Velos, I must know the truth.
About what?
About what you did in the tower.
We were, I trust you, Mrs. Okada. I feel like we have a connection here, and I don't want to ruin that, so I'll tell you the truth.
Cut straight
we-
to the chase.
Sorry?
Cut straight to the chase.
We were hired to kill some people, called, like, Dick and Frank. And, when we got there, some man almost shot my head off. It was very unpleasant.
Were you also responsible for the massacre in Watson just an hour ago?
Would it matter if I was?
It does matter.
Say
Okay.
that we're.
Why
Say that
does
you're
it
in.
matter?
Just tell her where you are. Tell her where you are.
I'm in
We're
the
in
car.
Haywood.
I'm in the car in Haywood. But why is it important? Can I please ask?
I cannot say right now, Cheese, but this woman was very important with the tiger claws.
Oh, woman. I didn't touch no woman.
Well, do you know?
I did not have sexual
ask her
relations
name.
with
Ask her
that
name.
I did
name.
not have
Ask her name.
sexual
Ask,
the woman.
ask who it was.
What the woman?
Are you playing dumb with me, Cheese?
I promise I am not playing dumb with you, Mrs. Cut. I would never. What was her name?
I assume you boys have been too busy to see the news. Her name was Yuriko Tanaka.
I quickly say to the other guys in the car, you know, is Yuriko Tanaka?
Yeah, that's the one.
It's the one that we're going for.
Yeah,
Just ask if she knows who Jose Gonzalez is. Has she heard
Yeah.
that person before?
Do you know the person, Jose Gonzalez?
No, I do not know anyone by that name.
Oh,
Okay,
thank
well,
God.
phew, but, we did not, I mean, yes, we did not hurt that woman. We did not touch her.
Why are you surprised at hearing this name?
Because we are hired to kill her.
By who?
Contact, I'm sure you understand if I can't say it directly.
You will tell me right now.
Why?
Because you live in Tiger Claw territory.
And?
And if you want to survive one more night in the combat zone, my dear chief, you will tell me right now.
Alright, me more. I look at the other people in the car, and what faces are you guys giving me?
Fucking tell her. I'm terrified of this woman.
It was Melos.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, no, I think we tell her.
Oh, we were hired by a man named Hideo. He's making brain stuff, you know?
Hideo Watanabe?
See, that is the one, mi amor.
Of course, it makes so much sense. The man is too ambitious.
What has he been doing?
He hired you. And, well, it looks like he hired Velos as well.
Motherfucker.
I think you boys should call it a night and go home and get some rest.
How would you like for us to get rid of Hideo?
I am listening.
We could, theoretically, we could get rid of him for you, if he's become too much of a thorn.
Do you have some kind of connection to him? Can you get him out in the open?
See, I probably could. We all lived with him, and seeing as we've been hired by him, you know, he's a bit more civil with us.
How much was he offering you?
How much was he offering us, fellas?
20,000.
20,000.
10,000.
Oh, 10,000. 10,000.
Shut up!
How much did you say? So my mic cut off. 15. Did you say 15? Yeah. That's 20. It was 20,000.
15,000 or so, you know.
Okay, persuasion.
I don't want to lie to Miss Okada, I'll just tell the truth. I want her and I to be good friends, so I
You
gotta
don't
tell
know
her
it.
the truth.
You think it's 15,000 because that's what
Oh
we
yeah,
told you.
I'm not.
You're not lying.
Okay, yeah. 10,000, I think.
You
Am I
think?
still? Yes. I don't. I've. It feels like it's been a week since this day started.
This day feels like it's been going on for quite literally 4 weeks.
I
Very
apologize.
well. But I need some time to prepare. When were you supposed to meet with Mr. Watanabe?
I look at the other passengers.
Just say very soon.
Very soon, actually.
You realize he is rather high up in DMS, you see, mega corporation. I
That's
doubt
not
he would
much
just
up
come
to
out
me.
into the open willy-nilly.
And we've managed. We've managed.
Our rooftops open.
When did you last see him in person?
Wasn't it this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah,
4 weeks
Sorry.
ago.
This morning.
And where did he meet you and how?
He met us in the place where I lived, and he came with his AV.
He met us
AV.
through, say through Rex. Rex hooked
Through
up the
Rex.
meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rex, he hooked up the meeting. He contacted me to come.
Fuck him over.
Yeah,
Rex
100%.
dealt with Mr. Watanabe personally.
He's the one that got us
Me.
involved.
Yes.
So
And
I guess yeah.
You can hear Okada like put her phone down. It's still going, but she walks over and starts speaking incoherent Japanese to someone away from the call. And then she comes back
Incoherent or quiet?
like quiet, like you can't make out what it is, even
Okay.
if you knew it really. Yeah. and
Even
so,
if Star was like listening in.
yeah, it's literally just like blah 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 blah. It's like so far. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're not
That's
gonna
good
hear it.
Japanese.
That was really good Japanese, yeah. That's about
Thank you.
what
I mean,
That's it.
dude, I was practicing so much.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
good.
But she comes back about 30 seconds later and picks up the phone. Do not speak a word of this to Rex. Keep it all to yourselves.
Okay.
Now, this is what I want you to do. And there will be eddies in this for all of you. You see, Hideo is trying to play the Tiger Claws and the mega corporation he is working for, as well as trying to take down the ones who killed his wife, all at the same time. As I said, he is much too ambitious, but the worst mistake he made is trying to cross the Tiger Claws. So, I want you to keep this to yourselves for now. Tell Hideo that you failed. If he did indeed hire Velos, as I have been told, let Velos have the eddies for now. Tell Hideo that you failed.
And
then-
why, may I ask?
I am getting to that, dear boy. Do not interrupt.
Sorry.
And then we can take down Hideo together.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
And what about the others?
They all agree.
Um,
Why not?
Yep.
Well, all the rest of you fellows have been listening to my whole conversation. I imagine you're either with me or you're against me.
How much info is
I'm sorry.
Are you all for this?
How
not?
much it is? That's what I'm asking.
I'm sorry, but Pedro is asking how much eddies. I don't even want to know. But how much eddies? He says.
Look, I have always paid you boys very well. So, I need a bit of good faith. I cannot offer eddies up front just yet, but if you give me some time,
Lots. I say that to Pedro. I'm like, lots.
Okay.
All right, we'll do that. We'll do this for you. Where shall we meet him?
hang on. So Star and D, are you guys? You're not asking any questions. You're just for it.
I can't.
You can't say no. Okay.
I mean, if everyone else is in, I'm in. As long as I get paid, I don't mind.
Yeah.
Will I do this? What do we do? Where do we go? I mean,
I want you to go back to the apartment for now and lay low for some time. I need time to prepare everything. You see, Hideo has been working in the shadows for a long time now. I will need to do something similar. But I will call you when I need you.
how long are you thinking? Just today or a month?
Patience, Cheese, patience. If you want to get anywhere in Night City, you will need to develop some of this. I will call you soon. And she hangs up.
You heard the boys and the girl. Go back to the apartment.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's go.
All right.
Can I recall the people that I called before and just tell them I'm sorry it was the wrong person's name? I was actually looking for Viagra.
Okay. Yeah, you can call them one by one. We don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, I was just.
No.
apologize for them.
I want to hear these.
Okay, so anyway, as you guys turn and instead head back towards the apartment, Cheese is calling up these people and telling them that he in fact wanted Viagra. But you guys have had some pretty big revelations tonight. You made a deal with Miss Okada, and she wants you guys to lay low, keep it cool. But who wants to call up Hideo and say that you guys didn't kill them or whatever?
Pedro.
Pedro was the main contact, and he's like
Yeah.
the main. Yeah,
The closest.
Right, me.
yeah. I just think Pedro's just our front man.
Yep.
Fuck no, not the front man, but yep. I'll call up. Yep, calling her there.
Calling him? Okay. He picks up, and he just doesn't even say anything. You just can hear him breathing on the other end of the line.
Hideo?
What?
We're finished, but we didn't kill everyone.
Oh, who did you kill?
We killed.
None.
We killed Jose. And we had a little problem with Fred.
Punch him in the leg. That's what Cheese does. He punches him.
I punched Pedro because he obviously hasn't been listening to the fucking conversation. Well, we said we weren't going to take credit for any of the kills.
But we kind of actually didn't kill them. Someone else did.
Oh, and who was this?
It was Velos.
Velos? Who's
Yeah. I'm not quite sure. He kind of just came in, killed everyone of what we've heard, and he kind of just stormed out. Don't know much about him. Maybe you do.
And what makes you say that, Pedro?
I don't know.
Punch
Thought
him
you might
again.
know. But anyway, we didn't get anyone.
All right. Well, that's good to know. I guess. Well, I don't really know what happened to Yuriko. Looks like she was murdered. You don't know anything about that?
Nope.
All right. Well, I'll contact you soon, Pedro.
All right.
I'll see you later.
See ya.
And he just hangs up.
I'm not a big fan of him anymore.
Mm.
Yeah, seems like a dick.
Seems like it's got to us, dude. Yep.
What is it? Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems like it.
But what if Jose was lying?
Nah, he seemed pretty believable.
Oh, okay.
He had a knife through his arm and he kept telling the same story.
True. He was pretty consistent.
He was consistent, and with a knife through your arm, are you a consistent kind of guy? Not normally, I would say.
Mm.
I also have his agent and his ID card, so might give us something.
Yeah, might. So
When
anyway, as you
Mercury
guys,
returns, we can get him to look at it.
yeah. Well, it's once we get back up to the real time, it will have been about 6 weeks. Long time to
God,
wait.
that's gonna be a lot of fucking bi-weeklies.
Yes, sir. And you guys didn't get paid.
Yep.
Feels bad.
Yes.
Fuck, man, feels bad. Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna finish there for the night, as with those revelations and those plans made. You guys start driving back to the apartment, and you've got your orders from Miss Wakata to lay low.
Do we have to finish? There's something else I'd like to do.
Okay.
When we return to the apartment, I'm going to informed everyone that Mercury's door was open for us to possibly go investigate to see what he's been up to, or what he might have rushed off to do.
Okay. Did you guys want to talk to Rex or no?
Nah.
Yes, I'd like to talk to him about growing him bulls.
Yeah, so that'll be the next. Was it the next Tuesday or something? The week after.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that he still wants them.
Okay. So, back at the apartment. Let's just say you guys are back there for sake of time. Cheese, you've gone down there to plan with the Rex for his your procedure, and
Sweet.
the rest of you are led upstairs by Star towards Mercury's room. The door is still open, and you guys file into the room, led by Star. And what exactly are you looking for?
I guess just any sort of information that might indicate where he went.
All right, I want you all to roll for is it awareness.
Even me?
Awareness. You need to specify which skill and awareness.
Like perception?
Awareness is the category, not the skill.
Oh, is it? Oh, my mistake. Perception. Sorry.
I'm gonna use my
I'm
luck.
gonna roll with luck.
Yep. Last roll. Lol. 11. It's too much of a mess.
17!
Oh, thank goodness.
I rolled a 3. Yay.
A critical fail, 3.
So wait, what are the rolls? Critical fail 3,
11.
17, and 11. Okay, so you guys are all looking around. D, you're kind of looking around a little bit more carefully than everyone else. You've just been driving, so you have to kind of keep your eye on the road. So you're still in that kind of headspace, looking around. You notice that there is a little, not so little, quite large actually, about the size of a flat screen 60-inch TV or whatever, on the wall. A big cork board, but it's slightly askew.
Okay, I go over and pull the corkboard off.
Okay, you
Or-
pull
or
it off.
Yeah, like not
Yeah.
being too rough.
So as you go to pull it off the wall, you notice it's actually magnetized. It was magnetized to the wall, and it just comes off quite easily. Comes off, and you put it down, and you can see on the wall in front of you all of these photographs, these little notes that he's scrawled down, a map. All of these lines leading back to a picture in the middle of this big collage of information, this web of information. And it just has a picture of Cheese's face.
So our cheese, not just a picture of a
What?
block of cheese.
Your Cheese, yeah, Cheese. Orsino Ottavi, it's a picture
What?
of your face in the middle of this big corkboard, all these lines going
He's
along.
not there.
Yeah, Cheese would like to know this afterwards, of course, if he eventually finds out.
I'm gonna call Cheese and say, "Hey, you need to get up here. You can talk with Rex later."
Sorry, Rex, I have to look at these balls. I think he thinks he's got the lamp or something. I'll be right back. And then head upstairs.
Alright, so you come into the room and everyone's standing around. And Cheese, you instantly can see what this kind of thing is. Mercury's been following you for a long time now, sneaking around. And he's got
What?
a map, and he's highlighted your warehouse. And he's got all these
What?
lines. He's got pictures of Karen. He's got pictures of some other stuff
Wait,
going on.
Karen pre or post?
Pre.
Oh
Yeah, 'cause-
shit! What the fuck?
Oh shit!
That's a really long time.
The jig is up, guys.
And yeah, basically, he's been following you around. You can easily just tell. He's got photos of you in places that you wouldn't have been with anyone else. Trying to keep to yourself. And he kind of knows what's. You can assume that he knows what's really going on
What's really not going on concerning my personal business, or?
Your personal business.
Ah, right. Okay, I'm gonna have to have words with that fellow when he gets back.
Yeah.
Wait,
revelation.
shit! I call the person back home. I call him as fast as I can.
The person
might
that
be
comes. Do you want me to answer?
Yeah. I'll just talk to him, ask if he's okay. Just let me know if he's okay.
Yeah, he's fine.
Tell him to lock all the doors.
sorry. It's just so funny. Oh, okay. Yeah, he says he will go lock the door for you if he can reach.
If he can reach.
All right.
Sweet. Say thank you.
Now
Okay,
everyone else is
Aw.
standing around with a completely puzzled look on their face because to them this is just the Inquisitor's warehouse. They know this building, and so everyone else is confused. Now, do you want to address this or?
Fellas, this is where I live now. You know, I told you I moved out. I went into the warehouse to make myself a shop, like I said to Rex.
Why would Mercury be so interested in what you're doing there? What are you doing?
Well, like I said, I do a shop. I help people. I grow things. Maybe he's in love with me. I don't know.
I don't know. He's a criminal reporter.
Seems like a lot of lines
Damn
leading
right he's a
towards
criminal. Damn right he's a criminal. I have no idea what this is about.
Okay.
Can I call him to see if he'll pick up?
Yeah, you can call him.
I call him.
All right, so it starts ringing, and he answers.
Hola, mi amigo.
Hi, Cheese.
How are you doing, my friend?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm wondering where you are.
Oh, I'm just I'm at the warehouse.
You my warehouse?
Yeah, I'm just having a look. I can see what you got going on here, man.
Any particular reason for that?
Think you know why?
Okay. What are you planning to do?
Okay.
make
Do
sure
you
I-
want? Do you want
I make
anyone to hear this?
No, I'm gonna walk out the room and turn off the thing in my ear. I don't want no one else hearing this shit.
Okay. How can I keep the secret? I'll message you what happens, but basically,
Okay.
yeah, it's gonna leave you rather in an angry mood. Let's just say. Okay. So you come back into the room. Everyone's been waiting for about a couple minutes, and
I'm angry.
Oh, you're so angry, Cheese. Why are you angry?
Jeez,
It's irrational.
jeez, you seem so angry. Is your spaghetti not cooking properly?
Yeah, it's not about the spaghetti. I'm mad. It's hormonal.
right. And so, but you guys are still quite inquisitive, you know. You guys still don't know
Yeah.
what this is all about, right?
Jeez. What have you got going on in that fucking warehouse?
Like I said, I grow things. I don't know what the big problem is. I'm
What
still mad.
things?
Body parts for people. People, you know how they be.
Seems like he's done an awfully lot of research on you for body parts been growing.
Yes, I know.
Is that
It's
all you're
weird.
doing?
All right, I clone people. Jesus Christ, you people.
Clone people?
Yes, like organ harvesting, and like I'm doing with the Rex penis, you know? The majority of them are just mindless clones that, you know, just used for body parts. They have no mind of their own.
Wait, and
Is
you
this
took
what you-
Karen to clone her?
Oh, fuck no, I would never do that. I've been trying to bring her back to life.
Oh no.
She's been, not in Sweden, let's just say that.
Well, we knew she wasn't in bloody Sweden.
Yeah, she's been in my warehouse. I've been looking after her.
Who were you on the phone to just before?
My head of security. He's actually more of a roommate than anything, but yeah, he's cool.
Who is it?
Just my friend Potu. Just him.
Cloned Poe?
I may have done that, yes.
You
I
cloned Poe?
may have cloned Poe. It's okay.
And what'd you do with him?
Well, I didn't do what I said about the other people. He has a brain. He's like person, just small.
Like a midget?
Yes, actually, like a midget.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
Yeah,
as long as you ask
so-
me before you clone him, I mean, just don't.
Have you cloned me?
Oh, don't worry. I haven't done that yet.
Yet.
Yeah, I was gonna get your consent first, of course.
Okay. I trust you.
Thank you. I trust you too.
Famous last words.
Yeah, amen to that, buddy.
I'm keeping a close eye on cheese.
You're gonna do
Yeah.
what?
Keep a close eye on you.
I'm just a humble man trying to make a living. God damn it.
There's a simple
Seems
man trying
like
to
a
make
lot
my
more
way in
than
the
that.
galaxy.
Yeah. I think you got some shady black market shit going on, but we'll see.
What do you
Okay.
think bottom parts are for? Of course
All
it's a
I'm
black
saying-
market.
All I'm saying is during my bi-weeklies, there may be some stuff about this.
You
We'll
motherfricker.
have to- You've intrigued me now. If I have to
I can
snoop.
call him if you want. I can call him. You can talk to him on the phone.
I've always preferred face-to-face talks.
Alright, fine. We'll do that. We can call right now. In fact, what's it? Korea boy said he was down at my place now.
Mercury's
Who, maybe?
down at the warehouse.
Yeah, he's down at the warehouse, so I probably should have already been gone by now.
What's he
Okay.
doing down there?
Fuck if I know. It made me really mad though.
Was that who you were on the phone with before?
Yes, that's who I was on the phone with.
Oh, what are you guys talking about? You want care to explain?
Stuff and things that just make me really angry.
Sounds like you need to vent that frustration. Why don't you tell us?
Yeah, I will tell you right now. And then you know how in sitcoms, the screen waves like has the water droplets and it goes back to flashback.
Yeah.
So now let's go over the phone call.
Uh-huh.
So let's start off with your questions. So what did you want to ask him?
What are you doing at my warehouse? Why are you following me?
Dude, I've been following you for ages. I'm looking at all this crap you're up to. I mean, it's sick. It's quite frankly sick. It disgusts me.
Thanks. I've lost a lot of humanity over it, believe me. But I'm doing it for the better of humanity. I promise you.
You think this little freaking midget Poe walking around is for the betterment of humanity?
It's for the betterment of him. I was lonely.
Dude, you need friends. You need help. I'm gonna get you some help.
I don't need the help. You're making me angry.
No, you need to stop this.
I'll come talk to you. I promise. It's not as bad as it seems.
No, you. Look, I need to think about all this.
Just
Any-
stay there. I'll come and I'll bring the boys. Come on. I hang up on him.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I will go back inside. I'm really angry.
So that's what happened before. Flashback.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, if you say so. Can we go down and see what you've been working on?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Alright, so as you guys head out into the hallway, you start walking down the stairs, and Rex is standing at the bottom of the stairs on the first floor. He's leaning against the wall. Good afternoon, mates.
Aloha.
Maximus.
Where are you guys heading off to right now?
Going out for a couple of brewskis.
Yeah, well, I suppose you'd need some after the crap you guys pulled today.
Funnily enough, we were pretty much responsible for none of it.
Excuse me?
I'll let Pedro tell you.
Right. Pedro, you mind spilling the beans?
Yeah. We didn't do anything.
You weren't responsible for what happened at the towers? You didn't blow up the woman's apartment?
I'll hand it over to D. He can tell you.
Correct. We were not responsible for what happened at the towers, and we never even made it near the woman's apartment.
And what about Mr. Gonzalez down at the Valentino's bar?
You think with Velos out there seemingly hunting the same guys as us that we're going to stick around? You got fucking crazy. We've been hanging out at a bar this afternoon, just waiting for Velos to do our job for us, apparently.
Look, I'm sorry, guys, but, Hideo paid me already, but I can't pay you for a job uncompleted. Or failed.
Yep.
They're all dead, aren't they?
They're all dead, but not by your hands, as you put it.
Well, think about it this way. If you kill someone, you get someone to do it for you. In this case, as far as I see it, Velos just did our job for us. It's
Exactly.
not like... Yeah, but it's not like, they all died.
They're dead, aren't they?
They are dead. But, look, mate, I don't get where I was just giving out free eddies, so don't think that I'm going to be coughing up 7k for each year.
I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
Good, well, let's keep it
Sounds like
that
you're
way.
bloody trying to steal our money.
Look, mate, I get paid to organise the whole thing, and then I dish out those eddies when the job is completed.
And are they dead?
Yes, but the job was not completed. The job was completed by someone else. It looks like Hideo must have hired someone else to get the job done. In this case, Velos.
So,
I wouldn't know about that.
So, Hideo didn't give us all the information. It's hardly our fault for not getting the job done how he wanted.
Look, guys, I'm not even here to argue with you. I actually, I've got a few jobs coming down the pipeline that I could send your way in the coming weeks, so...
I don't know if we can really trust you anymore. You're holding back on payment.
Look, mate, I don't know how long you've been in Night City, but you gotta understand that's not how things work here. You get paid if you do the job.
Doesn't sound very good for you, Rex, with your name going around. People learning you're not paying for your hits.
Look,
We
well,
were
this
out
wasn't-
there today trying to do this job for you.
We
Everyone's
failed.
dead.
Listen to the man.
Look, let's get one thing right here. You weren't doing the job for me. You were doing the job for Hideo and those sweet, sweet eddies. And you ain't seen a single dime, so you're gonna get friggin' used to it.
Oh.
Now, if no one else has anything to say, I'll be seeing you all later. And he heads downstairs.
I'm gonna put a bomb in that man's apartment at some point.
That's our apartment.
Yeah, well, you can move out. I'll tell you beforehand.
Thank you.
Alright, so, as you guys are walking down, you finish walking down the stairs because he kind of cornered you before you could come down. You walk out into the hallway. And are you guys leaving now to go to Cheese's place?
Yep.
Alright, so, are you driving, D?
Yeah, why not?
Alright, so you guys will load into the car.
I ring Po to just make sure he's okay, because I called him before I called the Korean fella,
Right, do you want me to talk to him in front of everyone?
Sure.
Or, wait,
Maybe get
Shane, do you want to do it?
maybe Shane.
What? Sorry.
Do you want to be Po2's voice?
Yeah. Am I just agreeing with you, Cheese?
You're Poe but
Uh,
higher pitched.
No, actually, like Poe, but like lower pitched. Actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
But am I the character that you've described previously?
As pretty much just an Igor.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost an Igor, but a Brogor.
What?
So I ring, you know.
Yeah, phone rings and Po2 picks up.
I haven't done a Russian accent in forever, fucking hell. Oh, Steve! My bro!
Ah, Po2, you're okay. What is that man doing at the warehouse?
I don't know, he's walking around taking photos. I'm closing the curtains as quickly as I can.
He's outside?
Remember, there's no way to see inside. So he was on the roof, peeking in from up on the glass, like kind of terrace thing.
I'm
But
sorry, I forgot. You know, my head is not big brain. He's on the roof, I mean.
Damn it, Po2.
but
let him in.
he is gone now. He left a few about
I'm
5
sorry,
minutes.
I'm very forgetful. That was about 10 minutes ago.
God
He's gone
damn
now.
it. I should have made your brain bigger.
I'm sorry, Master. Is there anything you really wanted from me, Master?
Just okay. You can unlock the door, but keep your gun handy on you. I'm coming home.
Okay, would you like me to put the kettle on?
Yes, and boil some pasta with you. I got friends coming.
Of course, of course. I'll see you soon.
Muchos grazie, mi amor.
Gave that fucking thing a gun?
Well, who else is going to keep my place safe? I don't have a dog.
All right, so you hang up, and you guys just now turning on to the harborside street, heading down towards that old Inquisitor's warehouse where Cheese has made his home. And D, you pull up right in front of the building. And are the doors open now, Cheese, or is everything locked up?
Oh well, it would be like locked except for the main door, or I guess I could unlock it. I've got the keys.
Yeah. So you hop out, Cheese, and the others are kind of just hopping out slowly, but you kind of hurriedly walking over to the door.
Yeah,
And,
I suppose.
Yeah, are you gonna open it up for them?
Yeah, I opened the door and I let them go first. I'm a gentleman like that.
All right. So how about you give everyone a description of what you've turned the building into?
All right. So where there were old, the old warehouse filled with people wearing no clothes under their robes is now instead a slightly cleaner place that's turned into kind of a medical facility and a home. There's giant tanks in the back with a humanoid figure in one of them. There's the medical beds right at the front. But it's a very homely place. There's little pot plants everywhere. And there's a little person, I guess, in the kitchenette area. But there you go. Is that good enough?
Yeah. And you've got little Po2 walking around, eh?
Yeah, Po2 is walking around.
Is he the only clone that's out and about?
Yeah, he's the only one that I've completely made so far.
Okay.
A pink
Did
apron
you,
on. He doesn't want to splash the pasta.
did you ever find my foot?
Only the bones. I'm sorry.
So
What'd
who
you
else
say?
have you tried to clone in this place?
Who else have I cloned?
Or tried to? I see you got one.
I got myself in a tank over there. I'm gonna clone another me, like him, short.
What are you going to
And
use
then-
these for? Are they just for research, or?
They're pretty much for company. And a little bit of protection, Never hurts to have a man around the house or two. Or about 15 that I'm planning on making.
Right. I'm just going to note to myself not to get on Cheese's bad side.
I note to myself that Cheese is a fucking psycho.
So this is home. Do you guys want some spaghetti? Do you want some hot drinks?
I'm good.
Is your spaghetti laced with anything, or is just plain?
It's just pretend this is my home. It's a little medical, but it's my home. There's nothing worried to be about. You know.
Don't
I'm
wanna
very.
fuck-
I'm.
I don't
No,
eat this in
I'm
black-
very worried, bro. He's just brought us
Don't-
here, offered us food, as if we're not gonna get fucking added to this fucking cloning situation.
I only had you with your consent.
I just want to get laced up, knocked out, and end up in a fucking tank.
I'll
Bro,
eat first. Holy shit!
Something's going up one of our assholes. That's all I know. And
Other than penises, no. Nothing at all.
Am I gonna get a midget fucking Pedro?
Maybe, if you want, I can do that.
I'm good.
I'm going
good.
to make a mini Rex.
well,
Oh god.
They're going to be the grunts of my army.
Army?
I told you, I'm making about 15 or so of these people.
so I'm assuming Poe's just standing there.
Potu.
So-
Yeah.
Poe, like, are you? How much like the real Poe are you?
Great question.
Well,
Jeez.
he's okay. So he'd have some of the same personality quirks, and he's aware of the original one, but he doesn't really care all too much. You know, he's his own little man.
I am not Poe, you know. I am better man. Stronger man.
Smaller man.
It's not the side of the wave, but the motion or whatever that is.
Do you still like to smoke?
I don't know how
Ocean of
that
the
thing
ocean.
goes. That's the one.
Yeah.
Would you like a cigarette?
I don't smoke.
This isn't Poe.
okay.
You can smoke if you want to. It's okay.
That I know.
But my brain gets smaller.
Yeah, it will, but you know.
Does
No,
Master want me to smoke?
No, it's okay. You don't have to. You're a real person.
Please,
Jeez.
please. Not the belt, Master.
Shut up about the belt. That's private. So this
I'll
is my
get the
home.
spaghetti.
Yes, please get us some spaghetti. Well, set the table. Okay. Well, Cheese will start setting the table, I guess.
Alright.
So, do you just clone in here, or do you make experimental medicine?
Oh. I remember who of you had my vaccine that I made.
Or? Yeah.
I don't think either any of us had it because you fucking told us you had it after we got out of the radiation poison,
Okay, you want some?
and then we
you
took radiation damage because we didn't have it before we went into the radiation.
Not that one. After original Poe died.
Oh, from the vampire vaccine.
That vaccine.
Yeah, we all had that.
Oh,
I made that using Well, okay, I made it. That's all you need to know. See, I make cures and stuff.
Okay.
See, it's not just cloning. I help people who come in. There's a
D
sign
isn't
up,
smart enough to really know. Like,
What?
he gets it, but he's not really smart enough to like know. So like, he just is really distrusting of this because he just doesn't understand.
Right.
He's like not smart enough to like really get it. He's doing like. He's not religious, but he's like he knows this isn't like natural.
Hmm. Well, I
It's not
guess
like
as
a-
long as it doesn't hurt me, and I black out and end up in one of these tanks. I mean, I guess it's okay.
Look, fellas, I'm mid-20s. I'm getting old. There's not a chance for me to have women and children. And I feel like by making my own lives here, I'm like father. That's how it feels. He's like my son.
Father to a midget Russian. Right.
Whatever works for you, I guess.
All right, now who wants some spaghetti?
Still
You
don't
got
really
any?
want to eat.
You got a glass of water?
Yeah,
Any
yeah.
water?
Okay, I fixed the plumbing in this place. You know, clean water now.
We're all sort of just like, I'm just gonna not eat or drink anything that you give me.
You know, Potu and I set the table. You know, put a glass of water for everyone.
Lighting the candles.
Yeah,
Has
lights the
Star come
candle.
with us?
Yeah, she's sort of she doesn't know what to make of anything. She's sort of just speechless.
I promise, this is all harmless.
Star's like, oh look, there's a white man much smaller than me even.
Yeah, he's only about like 3 feet tall, so less than.
Because Star was like adorably short, right? She was like really, really short.
She's 5 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Well, with that, now that you guys have had that revelation, we're going to end tonight's session. But there's a few things for the, well, tri-weekly. Well, what? Bi-weekly times 3.
Bi-weekly time 3, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a few things. So you guys are able to, you can just order it through the online ordering thing on Discord, but treat it as if you guys have had the opportunity to go to a night to market to buy whatever you want. And then a little bit of bonus for you guys. I want all of you to, I'm not going to give you the IP for it, but I want all of you to raise your roll ability by 1.
Roll ability.
What?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Oh, roll,
okay.
your roll ability. Your
So,
roll
like-
ability's rank.
Yeah.
So
So,
for
like,
most of
for me,
you, it should be 4, but unless you've leveled up already, but raise it all up by 1.
Wow,
Hey.
so I'm 5 now.
Yes.
Booyah,
Same.
thank you.
Now, there will be another mission report for some more IP, but you guys have been doing a lot of different stuff. You know, really trying to get into getting better at your roles, things like that. Cheese, you've got your big building that you just showed everyone, all that stuff going on. So, yeah, you can all put your thing up 1, and then you can order basically anything you want in this big time that's gone by. And if there's any crazy stuff you want to do over your 3 bi-weeklies, just let me know.
Yes, for sure.
Sweet.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.
Go. Thank you
Sweet.
much.
This one was
Jaden.
actually short. I'm surprised.
Yes.
Yeah.
I still got, got
about
heaps
2.5.
of time to play Path of Exile tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
I'll end it there. Thanks, guys.